Namaskaram, Peeps. This is Harisha from Melbourne Yathri. Welcome to another travel vlog. In this travel vlog, we'll be looking at an interesting location around Melbourne called as Burkes Lookout. From there, you can see very beautiful evening sunsets, both of the city and of the surrounding suburbs. This lookout is actually nested in the Dandenong Ranges, so you'll actually have to Google search or in your Apple Maps search for Burkes Lookout. This walkway that you're seeing, or the walking track you're seeing, called as Kaima Track, that's where actually the Burkes Lookout is, and from there you're actually looking towards the city and the surrounding beautiful suburbs. That's one of the car parks which are actually available. That's the second car park available above there, and you have two ways of actually walking through. One is this way, and you actually have the other way which goes down the walking track, and it's a small bend called as Burkes Track and goes to Kaima Track, and then actually that's where you're going to stand and take the enjoyment of the evening sunset. This is how the parking actually looks like at the Burkes Lookout. It's actually on a corner adjacent to actually a cell phone tower, and there are only limited spaces for you to park, and once you park you take a left and go ahead. You're not supposed to park at this parking slot because that's not a parking area, that's an access to utilities. You have to come down to this particular junction of the Ornota road, and this is where you actually have car parking for few more cars actually there. And just in case if all the car parks are full on that particular day, then you're supposed to park along the road. But please always take a look at the roadside parking signs and then park accordingly, because these get updated time to time by the council or Vic Roads. This is the Burkes Track that we are actually walking on. These trees are pretty tall, you can see, and they actually light up in gold if you go on a non-cloudy day or a non-overcast day during sunset time. The walk is roughly for 5 minutes, but it's a unpaved walk, so it's a gravel. But if you're having any prams with larger wheels, you can push, but you have to be careful of some of the stones below above there. It's advisable if you have kids, you have to carry with yourself. Otherwise, if you're using a pram, please be extremely careful, because on the left-hand side there is no barricade, and you only have a single path to actually walk across. As you're walking towards the lookout spot, on the right hand side you will see some of the small trek locations being done by visitors, and that's where people would actually climb up and try to get their own private spot of the evening sunset watch. There are some places like that. I think roughly I counted like 10 or 15, but people can be creative, but you need to be cautioned that the slopes are pretty steep, so you have to take your utmost care in terms of safety when you're climbing up the slopes or climbing them down, because there is no one else for out there to go ahead and rescue and help. This is the beautiful sunset on that particular day when we went in at Burkes Lookout. You can see the city far away up there, and then the CBD, and then you see the rest of the surrounding suburbs being there. And if you're someone who's actually carrying a torchlight and can stay back after the sunset, then you'll also see the city as well as the surrounding suburbs being lit up with all the lights actually out there. It's a very beautiful scenario. Someone was there actually flying a drone. I'm not sure if drones can be flown there. I'm unaware of that. You have to actually check with the app, OpenSky app. You can see the city on the right hand side corner just beside the branch, and this is the actual sunset happening. It was an orange sky that day, so we were very fortunate to actually have a look at this sunset. It's always advisable to carry a jacket or two along with you, because this is Melbourne. Whether you're going in summer or winter, it is going to get cold in the evening, because that's Dandenong Ranges, and sometimes it can get a little bit windy. Always to carry a jacket along with you. That's where exactly the sunset has finished, and you can see the orange light being spread across the horizon. On the way back, I was able to see some of these exotic flowers actually up there, and the rays of the sun hitting the tall trees, and the whole area vibe actually changing from completely orange to a night vibe, because this is Dandenong Ranges. When it gets dark, it gets really pitch black dark. You do have some lights here and there, but it's always good to carry a torchlight with you if you're actually going there for a sunset and you are going to stay back after sunset, so that you can watch a full sunset actually above that. We did not stay back. We did actually, once the sunset was almost all finishing, we did try to walk back. But these are actually the neighboring suburbs lights that you can actually see from here. It's a fantastic view. It's a very good place to go ahead and relax in an evening. So next time, if you're going to go to the Dandenong Ranges, or if you plan to be around the Dandenong Ranges, please do slot in this point of interest, Burkes Lookout, and try to be there at least a half an hour or an hour before sunset so that you can enjoy the view. So until the next video, take care, stay safe, peace.